Have you ever started a project that you're just too intimidated to finish yourself? Have you ever stood there saying to yourself, I should have just hired someone to do it right? Well, I have, and every time I've hired someone to do it right, I realized that if I'd have taken the time to learn it myself, I could have saved a lot of money and learned something in the process. So today, I'm going to demonstrate how to cut down a tree. But more importantly, I want to impress that no matter the difficulty of a household chore, it's probably manageable by the average household DIYer. So, I will present the safety and equipment needed. I'll give you a drawing of how to do it, and I'll give you a practical application. Now, the safety equipment's pretty straightforward. I wear gloves to protect my hands. I only have 2 of them, and I'm pretty attached. I wear goggles to protect my eyes. The chain spins really fast. And I'll wear ear protection because I don't want to go deaf. Now, the equipment's pretty straightforward too. We have a chainsaw, lubricating oil, and mixed 2-stroke gas. We also have a wrench to make any adjustments, a hatchet, and a wedge if the tree doesn't go when you tell it to go. Sometimes you might need to drive a wedge in to give it some extra encouragement. Now, the process of taking the tree down starts with proper site preparation and site safety. We have here a rudimentary drawing of a tree. The tree has low-hanging branches, it's wrapped in a vine, and there are bushes at the bottom. When you see my site, you'll see all of that has been removed. When a tree starts to fall, you don't want to trip over a bush and get in its way. So, site preparation is often the point skipped by novice tree fellers. And it really doesn't take that long. See? It's done already. And this is how it should look. Taking that extra step will ensure that when the tree does fall, you're not in the way. Now, the process of taking the tree down is 3 simple cuts. The first pair of cuts I'll call a bird's mouth. And to ensure that the tree falls in the proper direction, you want to aim the open mouth where you want the tree to fall. So that cut starts with a parallel cut at the bottom and a 45-degree or greater cut from the outside edge of the tree, meeting with that parallel cut. If the chunk doesn't fall out, that's what your axe is for, to knock the chunk out. Your final cut, or your felling cut, is also a parallel cut in the back side of the tree behind that bird's mouth. You want that parallel cut to be above the bottom of the bird's mouth, and that creates a hinge. Do not cut through the hinge. It's there for a reason. So, we're dressed, we understand how we're going to do it, now we're going to do it. My audience can take a step back and my cameraman will follow me. Now I've pre-drawn and removed the bark to visualize the cuts a little better for you. We have our bird's mouth cut and we have our felling back cut. Earmuffs on. Well, there you have it. We wore our protective equipment, we understood the process, and everything went the way that it should have. Now, this was to teach you how to cut down a tree, but more importantly, I want you to understand that no matter how intimidating a process seems, if you're able to educate yourself, really understand the process, and you have the right tools, there's nothing you can't manage. Having the confidence to do this yourself will save you a lot of money, and you'll feel good afterwards. A disclaimer, this was not a straightforward how-to video. Please, before you attempt any dangerous process, ensure you have the proper equipment, ensure you know what you're doing before you go ahead and buy yourself a chainsaw. Thank you.